Hello, I am Pete the Singing Tree. Oh, I walked out this morning and what did I see? I saw a really good book, so I started to read. I sat down, man, and I read that thing. It was so good, I read it all day long. And so I went back home and I made up this song. Not about the book itself, no, that would be too simple. Instead, it's made up a real simple song that goes even more simple like this. Let's read, let's read. Everybody sing now. Let's read. And now we're just going to say read, read, read. Ready? And read, 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 read. Get outside and read, or find a good place inside and read, or somewhere you'd like to go and read a line. Just one point is just read, read. One more time, read. Everybody. Wait for it. Read. Okay. Yes, the contents of today's story come to us from the mind of a small boy who had many thoughts on the way to school of life and the sometimes complicated rules. And as he thought, he became confused. And he looked to his mom and asked that age-old question of, "Mother, do snakes wear shoes?"
Hi, I'm Kathy Gaddy, and I am the author of Do Snakes Wear Shoes? Have you ever had questions about the world that you couldn't answer? That's all right, because my kids did too. And what we did was made a book out of it. And you can do that too. I have 3 children, and all of them ask lots of questions, and I'm sure that you ask your parents lots of questions too. They started by asking, "Mom, do snakes wear shoes?" There was a snake running across the road in front of us when we were driving down the road. And I said, "Well, no, snakes don't wear shoes." So I decided I thought I would write some of those questions down for my little boy's baby book. After that, the questions kept coming. So I wrote down more questions, and then I decided maybe it was time for me to start writing a book. But let's just go ahead and get started. This is Rory, my mascot. And he has red shoes just like the fella in the book. Every morning, Henry rides to school in the back seat of his mama's car. On the way to school, he looks out the window and thinks. There are so many curious thoughts that pop into his head that he just explodes with questions. On Monday, as they drove down Riley Road in the rain, Henry suddenly asked his mother a very serious question. "Do snakes wear shoes?" "Henry, I don't think my ears heard you right," his mother replied. Once again, he simply asked, "Do snakes wear shoes?" His mother said, "Why, no, Henry, snakes do not wear shoes because they have no feet. But if they did have feet, I wonder what kind of shoes they would wear." "I'll bet they would wear red sneakers," Mommy said with a giggle. On Tuesday, Henry and his mommy were once again on their way to school. As they drove by rows of tall green trees on Torbit Street, Henry posed the question to his mother. "Do sharks live in trees?" Mommy replied, "Oh no, Henry, sharks must live in the water." Henry quickly said, "But if they could live in a tree, would they live in tree houses?" "Absolutely," said his mommy with a smile, "with a blue roof and a purple door." Silly grins shone on both of their faces. On Wednesday, as the mother and son team were off to school, they passed a large lake on Loomis Lane. Along the shore of the lake, Henry saw an alligator. "Mom," cried Henry, "can alligators wave hello with their tails?" Mommy thought about the question and replied, "Well, I guess if sharks can live in trees and snakes can wear shoes, then alligators surely must be able to wave hello with their tails." Thursday morning came, and Henry brushed his teeth and hair. He grabbed his lunchbox and headed for the car. On this day, Henry held his lunchbox on his lap on the way to school. While tapping it with his fingers, he wondered what was inside. He opened the lunchbox and took a quick peek inside. He saw a yummy peanut butter and jelly sandwich, his favorite snack crackers, and a big round orange. He took out the orange and rolled it around in his hands. He looked at it, studied it, and then took a big sniff of the outside. "Mommy," said Henry. "Yes, dear," replied his mommy. "If I eat this orange at school and accidentally swallow a seed, will oranges grow out of my ears?" Very surprised, she quickly answered him, "No, my sweet boy. When you plant a seed in the ground, it grows. However, a seed in the tummy does not grow." "But if it did grow," snickered Henry, "I would be the only kid in my class with oranges growing out of my ears." Once again, they both chuckled together for the remainder of the ride. Friday was finally here. While driving to the school, Mommy and Henry passed a field on Friendly Farm Road. Henry screeched, "Look at that cow running in the field." He quickly became quiet, and a question once again arose in his thoughts. "Mommy, which is faster, a cow or an airplane?" Mommy answered, "Even though an airplane looks as if it is moving slowly in the sky, it actually flies very fast and is quicker than a running cow." She continued saying, "However, in your imaginations, if a cow grew wings, that airplane might have a race on its hands." They both snickered and pictured a flying cow in their mind's eye. "What a sight that would be," exclaimed Mommy. As they pulled up to the school and Henry got out of the car, Mommy said to Henry, "I have enjoyed our car time together this week." Henry smiled and waved goodbye to his mother. He knew his question time would start again on Monday. The end. Thank you for spending time with me today and sharing my book with me. I hope that you have enjoyed it, and I hope that it has inspired you to go out and explore your world and write about it.
Do snakes wear shoes? Some days they don't, some days they do. It really all just depends on you. 'Cause as you think about your world, so it is. So remember to dream and imagine just like your kids. And then your snakes can always wear shoes. I sincerely hope that they always do. 'Cause if you want to keep yourself free, find a good book, man, and start to read. Do snakes wear shoes? Some days they don't, but some days they do. It really all just depends on you. Keep your mind free, keep your mind free. Find a book and sit down outside and read. The more you read, the more you can write. The more you write, the more your world will be right. Life is what you want it to be. So find a book, my friend, and start to read. Explore your world and write about it. And never forget. Do snakes wear shoes? Sometimes they don't, but sometimes they do. It all just depends on you. Keep snakes wearing shoes, my friends. Go out there and explore your world and write about it. Goodbye, everybody. It's time to go home. And remember to read wherever you roam.